Okay, now this is the revision of algebra, topic 8 algebra. So let's see the first questions. The first question is we rewrite the algebra expression. So in algebra, every time when we see multiplication times, we can simplify it. Just ignore it. So 6 times d, just 6d. Okay? And when we simplify it, like h times 2 for example, firstly we simplify it, but in algebra we need to put the number in front of the letter. Okay? So we need to write like 2h instead of h2. That is wrong. So there's a negative 4 times m, just negative 4m. 2 times a plus 3. Addition we don't simplify, we only simplify the multiplication. So we have 2a plus 3. Addition, subtraction will remain there. And similar to question E, we have h plus k times 7. So 7 times k, we simplify this multiplication. So we have h plus 7k. Number go first. Okay, and if we have bracket, we remain the bracket. We remain the plus. We only simplify the times. So it will become a bracket 2 plus b. So we only simplify the multiplication. So that's here 10 bracket d plus 6. And similarly, if it is bracket and we times the number, we simplify the multiplication, and the number always go to the front. So we will have 7 bracket r minus f. But for if it's a letter, it's fine. We can just do bracket c plus 2 m. But you also can written as m c plus 2. So it's optional. But if it is number, we need to write it to the front. So next one is we rewrite this to in the expand form. Expand form is just 6a is 6 times a. Negative 4b is negative 4 times b. ab is mean a times b. 7mn is 7 times m times n. So we need to expand all the multiplication. 4b plus 2 is mean 4 times b plus 2. 3a minus b is 3 times a minus b. 5x is 5 times x plus 3. 3 times r times t. Negative 3 times b times d. And that's all. And next one, we will see substitution. Okay, so which means now I tell you the value of one of the digit or one of the letter, so you need to find the value of another letter. So for example, first one, when we do a question like that, we need to know what 2x plus 3 means. So we need to write it as an expand form. So 2x plus 3 is mean 2 times x plus 3. And now because the question tell you x is 2, so y is mean 2 times 2 plus 3. So 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. So the answer is 7. Next one is similar. So we have 2 times negative 1 and then plus 3. So 2 times negative 1 is negative 2 plus 3. The answer is 1. So that's question B. We need to expand the algebra expression. It becomes 5 minus 3 times n. So therefore m is equal to 5 minus 3 times 1, because n is 1. We will have 5 minus 3 equal to 2. So every time we do operations, we need to tell ourselves speed, division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. Okay, always apply the big maths. Okay. Next one, 5 minus 3 times negative 1. So negative 3 times 1 is negative 3. So 5 minus 3, it makes plus. So the answer is 8. So C is equal to AB plus 2. AB is mean A times B and then plus 2. So we know A is 1, B is 3, so C is equal to 1 times 3 plus 2. 1 times 3, 3 plus 2, 5. Similarly, A is negative 1, B is 2 plus 2. So negative 1 times 2 is negative 2 plus 2 is 0. For T is 3 times HK, it means 3 times H times K. So T will be equal to 3 times 2 times 1 here. You get 6 times 1, 6. And T is equal to 3 times H, 3 times 4. Okay, here is the error. There should be K, okay, not B. So K is equal to 1, so we times negative 1. 3 times is 12 times negative 1 is negative 12. So that would be the first page. Let's see the second page. We find the formula. So we have A equal to 4, 6, 10, 11, and 15, and B is that. So we see there are only several operations. We have add, we have plus, minus, times, and divide. So we see here from 4 to 7 we can either plus 3, right? For 6 to 9 is plus 3, is plus 3 again. So we know that all the B value has 3 greater than A. So B is equal to A plus 3. So how we find the value. And the second one, B 2 to 0, we can minus 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. 5 minus 2 is 3. 7 minus 2 is 5. 9 minus 2 is 7. Therefore, the root is A minus 2. And next question we can see, we can try first. 1 plus 2 comes 3. But if we 2 plus 2 is not 6. So therefore, addition is not the rule. Then we try another one. How can we make 1 become 3 is we use, except addition, we have multiplication. So we can try 1 times 3, which is make 3. 2 times 3 would be 6. 4 times 3 is 12. Times 3 here, times 3. So therefore the rule has to be A times 3. But as we learned the algebra, multiplication can be simplified. And then we need to write the letter to the front, the number to the front. So 3 is your final answer. So if we write A times 3, it will lose mark. Okay? And the last one would be a bit difficult. So as we can see, here is go up. This go up by 1, this go up by 2, this go up by 3, this go up by 5, this go up by 6. So the patterns are not the same. So therefore, we use another method. So we can try it. And so how about let's see the next one. From 1, 2 to 4, we're missing a 3 here. And what do you think we need to do the B value is? So we can see this is add 1, add 2, add 3, add 5, add 6. So from 3 to the B we should add 4, isn't it? So 3 plus 4 should be 7. And in this case we know the A if go up by 1, B go up by 2. So which means here we should have 2A. Because every A goes up by 1, B goes up by 2, so we times by 2. So with A go up by 1, this go up by 2, this is 1, this is 2, this is 1, this is 2. So, and then we try. If A is 0, 2A should be 0, but we have 1 here, which means we need to plus another 1. So then we try an arrow. If A is 1, 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1, 3. B is 3, match. If A is 2, 2 times 2, 4 plus 1, 5, match. So therefore, this is how we find the root. Okay, this might be difficult. So question 5, collect like terms. So like terms is the terms with the same letter. Okay, it's exactly the same letter. So let's see. If they are not like terms, we can't collect them. If they are, they can. And the rule is we just need to add or minus the number in front of the letter. So we have 5a plus 6a. They only have a as a polynomial, the letter. So they are like terms. So 5 plus 6, 11. The answer is 11a. And let's see question B. 4b plus 3a minus b. So 4b is the like term as the minus b. Okay. Therefore, we can collect 4b and b together. And as we know, if a polynomial without any digit to the front is represent 1, okay? So it means 4b minus 1b. Then remain 3b and plus 3a. So 3b and 3a, they have different letters, so they are not like terms. That's all. You don't need to collect them. Let's see question C. So we have 5a here. Like term will be plus 2a. And we have plus 2b and minus 5b. They are like terms. So firstly, I collect them first. 5a plus 2a plus 2b minus 5b. So 5a plus 2a is 7a. Plus 2b minus 5b is 2 minus 5 is negative 3. That's how we do. And let's see D. Firstly, we need to see whether they are like terms or not. So 7 is AC, 5 is CA. So they are multiplication. Actually, we can rewrite it as 7AC minus 5AC. CA and AC, they represent the same thing. So as we can see, they all have AC as a polynomial, so they are like terms. So we can collect them. Lastly, we have A, 3A, we have minus 2B and plus 4B. And we collect them, we have A minus 3A minus 2B plus 4B. So therefore, A minus 3A, A doesn't have any digits in the front, it means 1. So it means 1a minus 3. So 1 minus 3, negative 2. So we have negative 2a. And then negative 2 plus 4 is 2. So you have 2b. So let's see F. All of the terms have a, but we can see the middle term, it doesn't have b. So therefore, it's the isolated terms. So minus a is not the like terms of either 4ab or plus 2ab. So we collect the like terms together. So 4ab plus 2ab is 6ab, and then minus a. We don't need to collect them because they are not like terms. So the last content would be expanding the bracket. Expanding bracket is mean we need to get rid of the bracket. So the method is we need to use the outside number times the inside number. So what we have is 5 times a, then we remain the plus, and then 5 times 3. So 5 times a, then we simplify. 5 times a is 5a, 5 times 3, 15. Okay, that's what we need to do. So first step, we expand the bracket, the outside number times each of the inside number, and then we simplify. So the second one, we have 4 outside, so 4 times each of the letter. So we have 4 times 2, okay, and then minus 4 times b. 4 times 2 we get 8, 4 times b, 4b. So that's how we do the expand the bracket. And let's see, I just write down the answer for these two. They are similar. So we have 5 times 3 is 15, 5 times 2b is 10b. So you need to times each of the terms inside the bracket. So you have 14c and 21. Okay, question E would be difficult. So now the outside number is negative, but similar, same idea. So we use the negative 2 times h, and then negative 2 times 2. So negative 2 times h, the middle is plus, so we plus, and then negative 2 times 2. Okay? So negative 2 times h is negative 2h, plus negative 2 times 2 is negative 4. And we know plus and minus come up with minus, so the answer is negative 2h minus 4. Last one, negative 3 times 2, negative 3 times a. So we have negative 3 times 2. The middle is minus, so we copy it down, minus, and then we use negative 3 times a. So negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. Then minus negative 3 times a is negative 3a. And negative make positive, so the answer would be negative 6 plus 3a. So this is all for the algebra revision worksheet. So if you have any questions, please feel free to come to see me and ask questions.